Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be back with you. Well, I got to tell you, I'm trying to get through this video. I don't have much of a voice. A lot of you have been freaking out. Says, Psychic Bob, where were you? You disappeared on Sunday and we didn't see you on Monday. Well, on Sunday, our show was hacked by an outside third party and brought down. So we lost our connection. So the show ends partway through, but first half of the show is still pretty good. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. It's in the queue right before this one. Yesterday I was really sick. I had horrible allergies and congestion, and I couldn't speak. So I didn't get out any horoscopes. We'll have that next week. I'm sorry, guys, but Psychic Bob, I'm trying to honor my body, okay? But it is Tuesday, and I'm trying to get out messages from the spirit world. So we're going to jump into this today. Now, for those of you who are new here, we do this every Tuesday. I gather a bunch of letters from people that write to me, and I do little mini psychic readings. And if you want to be in the show, you can write to me by either putting your psychic question in the comment box below this video, or you can write to me at my new email. Everybody listen, I got a new email. My new email is PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. That link will be in the box below this video, the info box. So write to me also there, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Okay? You guys are the best. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Bear with me. I'm really nasally and my voice is congested. Feeling a lot better, but it's still a little rough to go. So we'll see how we do today. But I'm glad you're here. And by the way, there's no charge to be on messages from the spirit world. Absolutely free. Now, I am a full-time professional psychic medium. And if you want to get a private reading with me, I can do that for you. Give me a call at my office at 703-825-3929. That's the quickest way to reach me. Give me a call. We'll get you on the schedule. I still have some openings for this week, so I'd love to hear from you. So, you know, a private reading is actually you and me one-on-one for a full hour. And we can do that by telephone, by Skype, or Google Hangouts. So you can sit down with me and we'll look at everything. We look at everything in a reading. We do past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones. We look at your soul journey, your karmic links. And I also answer all of your questions in your readings. So if you want to do that with me, I would love the chance to read for you. Give me a call, 703-825-3929. Get on my schedule. Oh yes, forget to tell you. So many of you wrote and said how much you enjoyed seeing Kelly Coffey over the weekend. On Saturday for our spiritualist class, I had the world famous psychic Kelly Coffey, big YouTube celebrity, on my channel for an interview, and we had a great time. I'm going to be appearing tomorrow on Wednesday on the Kelly Coffey Show, and it'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, 11 Mountain, and 10 a.m. Central Time. So if you want to come in, Kelly and I are going to be doing a live broadcast with psychic readings. So people can join the super chat, and we'll take questions from the audience. So it'll be us doing readings together, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So make sure to come out tomorrow to the Kelly Coffey Show. I have her link also below, and on the front of my screen of my channel page, it has her channel listed there on channels I recommend. So check her out. The show's called Kelly in the Raw. That's her channel, and the show I'll be on tomorrow. It'll be 1 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely check it out. I'd love to see you there. Okay. Well, we're going to jump into our letters here. So before we do that, though, let's all just settle down and let's attune to the spirit world. Okay. I hear my spirit guide Fletcher back here. He says hello to all of you. All right. Our first letter today is from B. Albano. Hello, B. B writes, says, Dear Psychic Bob, I keep seeing lions everywhere. What does this mean? Hey, B, good question. Well, let me tell you, lions traditionally are symbols of protection and power. And I believe in your case, what that means is that the spirit world is letting you to see lions to know that you're going to be okay, that you're going to be safe. Because I feel like you're coming into a great time of change in your life. and you might be feeling a little apprehensive or a little fearful. And the lions are being sent to you as a sign that spirit is protecting and guiding you. So that's one of your totem spirit guides. Now you might see that as literally like a vision or in a dream, or you might be driving down the road and see a billboard with a big lion on it, or a truck goes by you with a lion painted on the side. So, watch for that, because the lion's going to appear in a lot of forms. It doesn't just have to be a psychic image. It can be a physical, real world image. Or you might go somewhere and somebody says, oh, I bought you, a little lion while I was out shopping today. And they give you a little figurine, So that's just a sign the spirit is protecting you and helping you to move forward. And I do feel that psychically, this is a great time of growth and opportunity. So I think that's great. I hope that helps. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is from Yvonne Gibson. Hello, Yvonne. Yvonne writes, hi, Psychic Bob. I'm a Generation X person and practice Wicca too. Yay! Generation X. That's my generation. Yay! I've always been single and wanted to ask when you see me meeting a good man for a lasting relationship. Blessed be Crystal Rain Gibson. Excuse me. Hi, Crystal. Well, I want you to watch. Fletcher's back here and he's flipping pages on a calendar. That means that it's coming up. It looks like the month of August here is going to be the time of opportunity for you. I actually see you meeting a man, and well, the good thing is he's of the same faith as you. He's a pagan, Wiccan, and I think you're going to meet at an event. It's almost like a pagan gathering, or it's like it's in a park area where everybody's gathered, some sort of Wiccan event or a big lawn gathering, a party, but it's all predominantly Wiccans there. So I'm going to call it like a Wiccan festival. The guy I see you meeting has kind of longish hair, dark brown. He has maybe a beard or a goatee, some facial hair, very sharp looking. And he's dressed in kind of like Celtic style clothing, like how the shirts are, the Celtic shirts or vests. So I believe he's dressed in a pagan manner for this event, but it looks like it's in the month of August that you make the connection. And I do feel it will be a long-term, stable, loving, and committed relationship. So let's watch for August, okay? Blessings to you. Thanks for writing. Our next letter is from Queen Amidala. I love that name. Queen Amidala. Hello, dear. Queen Amidala says, Dear Bob, when do you think I'll move and have a fresh start? I want you to watch, honey. I keep seeing next year. Fletcher's flipping the calendar again back here. He does that when I read. He always does stuff physically to get my attention. And he's back here flipping a calendar. It looks like he's circling February and March. So it looks like after the new year, February and March of 2020, gosh, that's weird to say. I'm still back in 1985. 2020 seems weird to me. But it'll be in the new year. It looks like some things are changing. I think at that time you'll be able to successfully do a move. Now, I keep getting an issue around almost like a purchase of a property. And I don't know if you're looking to lease or to buy, but I think you're going to have an opportunity to buy. Maybe a rent-to-buy deal where you lease it for a while and see if you like it, then you can buy it. But I'd look for a lease-to-buy option because I think you will be able to, in 2020, have the finances together to actually acquire a property for yourself. So let's watch around February and March. Those 2 months seem to be the power window. Okay? Anyways, thanks for writing. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Okay, our next letter is from Barb Sanderson. Hello, Barb. Good to see you, darling. Barbara, she says, Dear Bob, are there any messages from my spirit guides? Or do I even have any spirit guides? Hi, Barb. Yes, listen, let me tell you. I know a lot of times we get down here and we feel like we don't have any help. We always have spirit guides. Everybody that comes to Earth, they don't let you come down here unless you agree to be guided. Now, a lot of us choose to ignore our guides, but we do initially make an agreement that we're not going to be alone. So I don't care who you are, no matter how alone you feel in the world, you have at least one person who loves you, and that's your spirit guide. Psychic Bob loves you too, so you got two. Excuse me. What's really fascinating is you have around you, pardon me, you've got two wonderful spirit guides. One of them is a spirit guide named Bess. She's a wonderful lady. She's dressed in Victorian clothes, and I believe she was a school teacher at one time. But her name is Bess, and she's very practical. And I pick her up. I keep hearing her talk to me today. And she says, I'm Bess, I'm a teacher. And she said that she's coming in to help you get some balance back in your life. Things have been a little crazy, a little hectic, I pick up around this. And she says, I'm bringing balance back and centeredness and focus and calm. So Bess is kind of your go-to girl. She's going to be one of your main spirit people that's going to be working with you. And she's going to help you get things in order, just the practical things like paying the bills and making sure the house is organized and things like that. So Bess is going to help you. You know, a lot of times people think that spirit guides have to be these big philosophical guides that impart channeled messages. Sometimes spirit guides come in just to help us, get the kitchen clean. Really. Because to live in this world, we have to manage the physical life. And I think Bess is coming in to help you with the mundane physical life so that you can actually get on to what you're really here to do. The reason I tell you about this is that you also have a second guide. And this may shock you, but it's true. I've been hearing his voice talking to me today. Jesus is one of your guides. Now, Jesus identified himself to me under his New Age name, which is Sananda. And you can look this up if you're not familiar with it. But Sananda is Jesus. But Jesus he's an ascended master. And sometimes he goes by the name of Sananda. I don't know why he does that, but he sometimes identifies as Sananda, sometimes as Jesus. But he identified as Sananda. When I saw him, I knew instantly who it was. But he's coming in to help you with your psychic gifts and your channeling and to really connect back to your higher self. I heard him say to me, he said, I'm bringing Barb physical healing and strength. So it looks like you're coming into a time where your higher self is connecting with Sananda to actually increase your physical vitality. And he asked me to talk to you about the month of July and said that physical strength and financial blessings come for you around July. So I want you to remember those names, Bess and Sananda. So you're not alone. Those are your spirit people. Now, you actually have more than that because we actually have about 30 or 40 guides, each of us. But those are the ones that are closely working with you right now that I want you to work on. Okay? So you're not alone. And you got Psychic Bob on your team also. Blessings to you. Thanks for writing, Bob. All right, my next letter is for Adopted Divide. Adopted Divide says, Hi, Bob. I'm hoping you might be able to connect me with any of my relatives that have passed. I never got the chance to say goodbye to them. Hi, Adopted Divide. That's always hard. You know, the wonderful thing is that when we, don't get the chance to say goodbye, know that those on the spirit side do know that we're trying to reach them. I had a lady come to me for a reading once, and she said, oh, Bob, she said, my brother called me, my father was dying, and she said, I was only 15 minutes away. And she said, I rushed to get there, and before 15 minutes had passed, he expired. And she said, I carry such guilt. She said, I didn't need to go to that store I went to, and if I had stayed at home, I would have been able to be there because I was further away when the call came. And she carried this guilt for a long time. Pardon me, guys. And she said, I feel so bad. And I said, you don't have to feel bad. The people on the other side, they love it when we can be there and to help them go. But remember this, everybody who dies also has a team in spirit that greets them and takes them over. So nobody's really ever alone in death. We might say, oh, they died alone, I wasn't there. No. Don't go there because they're always guided. This is why I'm saying all your spirit guides will be with you at the time of death. Now, that being said, I pick up around you two people in spirit that are making themselves known to me today. One is on your mother's side of the family. I'm getting a grandmother on the mother's side that I get around you. And this woman, she keeps coming in here with a real gentle energy. And she says, I'm at peace. I'm not bothered. But she wants to acknowledge you and said that she's sorry that she didn't get to spend more time with you. She said, I know they're upset that I left and they didn't say goodbye, but I'm upset that I didn't get to spend time with them. So they're not mad at you. They regret they weren't able to be more present. But she's with you in spirit. I'm getting a second person also. I'm getting a male here around you. I want to place this on your, I think it's on your father's side of the family. And it feels like it would be a father's brother or a father's uncle. I'm going to call this an uncle. I might be a little off, could be a great uncle, but I'm getting an uncle vibration here on the father's side around you as well. And this guy, I can tell you, when he was alive, he was a real jokester. He was like always playing jokes on people, and he was just a cut up. A lot of fun. And he said over in spirit, he's still having fun. But he's reaching across to you and to let you know and that he's with you. And he said he's been around your dad as well. So it looks like you're getting some blessing from the spirit side, from this uncle who's with you as well. So you're not alone, but I pick up both of these around you. It's interesting because I get a sense around the uncle, there may have been an issue around possibly a heart issue, like a heart attack around him, or some sort of, it could have been a stroke, but I get a blood flow heart issue around him at the time of his crossing. Around the grandmother, I get the feeling like it's almost like she just went to sleep. Like she was just tired, she went to sleep, and then she was in spirit. So that's what I'm getting around their deaths. But they're both with you and guiding you. In fact, your uncle just said, he said, tell them to have more fun because that's how I like it to be. So you need to relax, have some more fun, and call on these relatives to guide you. Because you actually got more than two, but these are the ones that I'm able to get right now. So you just reach out to them because if you're talking to them, they'll be present. Okay. Thanks for writing. I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, guys, I tell you, I don't know where the time goes. Well, we're going to do the next part of our show, which is called Spirit Shoutouts. Now, Spirit Shoutouts are not necessarily, excuse me, not necessarily people have written letters. Sometimes they're just names that pop up on my subscriber list and I get a message. So I've got a few of them here today. My first Spirit Shoutout is for Linda Haynes. And Linda, I got to tell you, I got a message from you, from a spirit guide. You have a lady around you. She said that she's a priestess of Sekhmet. She appeared to me dressed in beautiful, like Egyptian robes. She looked like a temple priestess. And she said she is a temple priestess of the goddess Sekhmet. And she said she can call me Isis. Now, she's not the goddess Isis, but she was named after the goddess Isis because her mother was a devotee of Isis. But she goes by the name of Isis, but she's actually a priestess of Sekhmet. And she said she's coming to help you discover how to incorporate music into your spiritual journey. So you might want to explore music. She was showing me like a rattle, like an Egyptian rattle that they shake. They call it a sistrum. It's like a rattle with a little metal disc and it goes ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. Anyway, she had one of those, and I think that you might want to explore like working with the sistrum or rattles and somewhere, drumming even. But yeah, so Isis, the priestess of Sekhmet, is working with you. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thanks for being here. All right. My next spirit shout out is for Trish Maxwell. And Trish, I got to tell you, I got a message for you today. There is an ascended master from the Pleiadians, connected somehow to Ashtar Command, who is overseeing you and blessing you right now. I didn't get the name of this master, so you may have to seek that out. But I did get a presence that said, we of the Pleiades are guiding her. So you've got a Pleiadian working with you. You also, they show me you have a lot of purple light around you, which means your ability to channel and to open is very, very strong right now. So I'm just going to call him the Pleiadian Master. That's the best I could get on it for you. But he's around you in spirit, and he's opening your channel, and your psychic gifts are increasing manyfold, particularly in the area of channeling. And they show me that as we go through the next 3 months of June, July, and August, you're a very strong vessel for a channel. And I almost feel like they're going to write a book through you, or some type of transmission is coming through that will eventually be shared with people, either published or put on a blog or something like that. So you got Pleiadian energy around you. Anyways, hope that makes some sense. Thanks for being here. Blessings to you. Well, guys, this is all the time I've got today. My voice is really, I got to save it. I got a big day tomorrow of appearances, and I'm going to also be on the Kelly Coffee Show. So make sure to tune in 1 p.m. Eastern over at Kelly Coffee's channel, Kelly in the Raw. I'll put the link below and check me out. If you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, I still have openings this week. Give me a call, 703-825-3929, or write to me at my email, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. Look forward to being in touch with you guys. I love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, may you all always blessed be.